See, we're going to get the operating budget up here soon. Make this look a little cleaner. Throw that over there. You know what I'm saying? Remote. Brighten me up. Come on, baby. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Put some respect on me. I'm a little crooked. Let me fix that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. I'm handsome. Damn. Welcome back, man. I keep apologizing. I'm sorry. I need to be consistent. I'm working on it. You know, bear with me. Bear with me. I got a lot on my plate right now trying to figure out life. But, man. But yeah, let's talk about this week. Knowing everything. So I was thinking about it. Sometimes I just think about random topics while I'm in the car driving or with the fam. And honestly, one thing I've always realized in life is you truly set yourself back when you truly believe that you know everything. And when I say that is sometimes you may be so advanced in a certain skill or a certain thing that you feel like you know it all and nobody can tell you anything about it. But that's not true. Everything's always advancing. Everything either has gone to the wayside because technology advanced and whatever method is no longer, a practice method, or it's constantly advancing. And there's always something new to learn. And, you can't just judge something or somebody's advice based on, who they are or their age, things like that. So, and that's the thing. And it's funny because a lot of times I always realize that, like, I'll talk to somebody older and then they automatically don't respect what you're trying to tell them because, I'm not going to listen to somebody younger than me, this, that, and the other. Well, that's on you. And, it's tough. And I understand where you're coming from, but it's no excuse to be ignorant because of your ego. And I mean, if a teenager was to tell me something and I could learn from it, by all means, I'm going to listen to them. And it'll probably seem weird at first, but why? What makes you better than them to not sit there and at least listen to them and take in with an open mind what they're trying to tell you? Sometimes people try to teach you things and it's for your benefit. They're not trying to, one up you. And sometimes people do try to one up you and it goes in one ear and out the other because you already don't like this person or whatnot. But sometimes you may actually learn something even from people you don't like. So, and that goes into the next thing I was going to talk about is sometimes you have to eat shit. And excuse my language, and it's tough. I always tell a couple friends this and stuff. I've told friends this before. It's like sometimes when you venture out into a new space and you're the new person, you got to eat shit. You got to take whatever BS you have to go through, and you have to think about the ultimate end goal. If this is one of your dreams or one of your goals or something you always wanted to do, and you're the new guy coming in, you gotta tough it out. You gotta take all the BS that comes with it. It's just like in football and NBA and all this other stuff, especially in football, you see the hazing and stuff like that. They make the rookies pay for these big dinners and stuff like that. And it is what it is. It kind of sucks. If I was in the position, I'd probably say something or try to touch their heart so they don't do me foul like that, because obviously you're not making as much as other guys and they hit you with this big bill. But it's just, some things is just part of the game and it's how things are. You can try to be the first one to change that, but good luck on how it might end up working out for you. Whether, the people that you work with don't like you anymore, or they're, not in support of keeping you or bad mouthing you to your boss, different things like that. So you got to pick your battles. I mean, there's a difference between doing what's morally right and wrong and following your morals, or and then eating shit. Eating shit is, taking the BS, somebody talking to you a little, they're whatchamacallit, how do you say it? Their delivery isn't the best. And that's the thing. Sometimes if it's going to affect your bread, man, just eat it. Just eat it. Eat it. It is what it is. Once you get in your spot, when you can fly solo and do your thing, you don't have to worry about people, then you can stay in your own lane. It's just like, even when you're a police officer and you have to go out on field training, you got to eat it. You're going to be taking the reports. You're going to be taking all the BS reports nobody wants to take. People are going to be calling your FTO saying, hey, I got this report to take, this, that, and the other. And it's bull, but at the end of the day, it's a part of the game, and that's how it just is. And either you can say you don't like it there or you don't like that and quit your job and put your family and your paycheck in jeopardy, or you can tough it up, eat it, and make it through those couple of months, when it's tough and you're dealing with the BS. And at the end of the day, everybody deals with it, from police all the way to professional athletes, private sector, public sector. It's everywhere. You just got to stay strong and get through that little patch, and then, get settled. And then if it's still not a place you want to be, then, make sure you transition out in the right way when the timing's right and things like that. And you work on your exit and you be real strategic with it. Never have your eggs all in one basket. Always have, leaves and things, put fillers out, and don't make irrational decisions. Especially when you're emotional, somebody makes you mad. You gotta, sleep on it, take a deep breath, take a break, remove yourself from the situation, and just think logically, how is this going to play out, or what should I do? And just go from there. But yeah, so sometimes you just got to suck it up, tough it out. It is what it is. And yeah, and unless you're rich, if you got rich parents, you got money, do whatever the hell you want. Shit, don't eat nothing. Do your thing, man. I ain't gonna tell you nothing. Let's take a moment out to admire my fit, boy. Got the 12Skate. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Curtis. That's my boy, man. I'm gonna have to get him on the pod one day. But police officer, main job, also a business owner. His merch is dope. Like, look at this. Stupid fire. I don't even think y'all got these yet. I get first access because I'm family. You feel me? But yeah, I had to get both sides. I had to get the XL, because right now I'm a little bigger. But once I slim down, I got the large to pop out, boy. And catch me in like 6-7 weeks. We motivated. But yeah, 12Skate. Reference the donuts. 12. Police officers that skate. I used to skate before I got chipped. You feel me? But I was decent. But yeah, look at my fit. My fit is crazy. And I got the SBs on. Shout out to my little brother. My little brother Jay bought me these. The Gundam SBs. Don't worry, they brand new. So I'm walking around upstairs. They're brand new. Wife, don't kill me. Fresh out the box. I ain't even worn them yet, but I felt like this is a good time. Like, my fit is really OD. Like, look how crispy I am. Match the donuts with the pink, with the hyper highlight pink. Appreciate you, Josh. But yeah, Gundams. Another thing that I was into when I was down in my wheelchair walker. I had a bunch of Gundams, and I would just build my Gundams. And I used to love watching Gundam growing up. So my little brother Josh bought me these shoes. I appreciate them, because I always wanted a pair, but I didn't get it. I lost the raffle. But yeah, another thing I'm into. So it's another thing that helped me get through when I was injured, and just had a lot of time on my hands. I would just build my Gundams. I got a bait one, but I don't know where to put them because my desk doesn't have that much room. But I figure out a way to display these. But I've got a bunch of them. I have some that I didn't even build yet. I haven't even built this one. It comes with the dock, just like how it is in Japan. So when I was in Japan, I got to see it. I have like a $200 metal Gundam that I didn't finish building. It's 90% complete, but wifey was on my head because I was spending time building it, and got to spend time with the fam. But yeah, check out my boys company. I'm gonna put the link in the description, but check them out. Stuff's super fire. It feels really good. Small details too. Got the tagless shirts with the logo. Great dude, great guy. Eventually I'm gonna have him on the pod, but yeah, tagless. Super comfy. Got the thick neck so you don't have the little bacon neck. Perfect. I've got a bunch of his stuff. I've probably got like 8-9 t-shirts. It's pretty much majority of all I wear is on my people stuff because it's real comfortable. And but support good business. If you need that, check him out. For real. Check him out. Really good dude. I'm gonna have him on the cast one of these days. Please come on, Curtis. Please. I'm gonna get him on here, but I want him to talk about everything, man. He's a really good dude for the community. He does a lot of stuff for kids, as well as the community. Originally from St. Louis, now out here in the IE. So check him out. Link in the bio. 12Skate. Too much light. It's too much light. I know what to do. All right. Brighten me up. Come on. Yeah, there we go. A little too bright in the background, but we'll work with it. I'd rather be light than dark. So, but yeah, next thing I want to talk about is follow the rules until you have the luxury to make your own. Most of the time, majority of us, 99% of us, don't get to make our own rules. This thing is crooked, pissing me off. I'm sorry, OCD. Yeah, no. Sorry, welcome back, but come on, brighten me up. My face, not the background. All right, that's good enough. But yeah, follow the rules until you have the luxury to make your own. What that means is, because 99% of us don't get to make any rules. The rules were already made before we got a chance to hop into it. But I mean, when you're self-employed and you have the luxuries to make your own rules, cool. But until then, there's just stuff that we have to stick to, and there's rules, and the rules are there for a reason. For sometimes you may not understand them or you don't know. You can always ask and get a reasoning, but just make sure your delivery and your intentions are correct. You never want to stir up drama or make it seem like you have an issue. Even if you have an issue with it, you don't want to portray that you have an issue. So you buy, hey, for example, when you want to know why, you say, hey, like, I was wondering, why is this like this? And then somebody can maybe give you the history or the background why a certain rule was made. Because most of the time there's a history or a reason why that rule is in place. And it is what it is. And so if you're ignorant to the rules, then that's your fault. You can't get mad because you don't understand the rules. If somebody explains to you you're in violation of the rules and you're saying that it's not a rule when it in fact is a rule, you're just in the wrong because you're ignorant to the rule. I'm not saying you're ignorant like a bad thing. That's just the term. That's what ignorant means. You just, and that comes into fact with laws and things like that. Sometimes people get pulled over or they get stopped or they get approached by police and they tell them, hey, you're being detained because of this, and they don't understand the rules. And most of the time, that's what I used to do as a police officer, was to explain to people what the rule or what the law is. And, it is what it is. I'm just enforcing the law, the rules of the state and the country. as instructed to. I didn't create the rules, but I'm there to enforce it. Same with, ICE. And I feel bad for a lot of those agents because a lot of them signed up for years and it's a job and they're told to do, what they're signed up for to feed their family. And it's not necessarily them wanting to go out and snatch people up and, displace families or whatever. But at the end of the day, it's a job that has to be done. It's a job, and there's rules that the government has put in place and that need to be followed out through. So whether it's that person or another person that signs up, at the end of the day, somebody's going to do the job because there's rules, and you can't get mad at them. You can get mad at the rules if you don't like them, but at the end of the day, the rules were there before you broke it. You have a right to be mad if you did something and then they made the rules against that, then hey, but if the rules are already there and you didn't, and you knew, and you knowingly broke them because you didn't care, then you're ignorant at that point. Same thing at work. If they tell you have to do a certain thing because of whatever, and it's extra paperwork or this, that, and the other, and you're like, I feel like it's unnecessary, and you don't want to do it, best of luck to you, because you're probably going to get in trouble. It's probably something I wouldn't do. But yeah, and next thing I wanted to talk about is some rewards come with big risk, but don't let that risk be the Trojan horse or be a long-standing risk. For example, someone that has a lot of connection or political ties be the only option that you can see progress quickly. So what happens if they don't pan out or it doesn't work in the way you wanted to advance whatever, whether it's your business, yourself, or whatever, and now you're attached to this person that you were using for a gain, but that gain somehow is no longer benefiting you. If you get rid of them, are they going to slander you? Are they going to now use all that good that you hired them for, like the positive you hired for, against you to bring you back down? And everything in life is political. Everything is not, nothing's going to benefit you 100% of the time. But if you're going to give some up and you're going to politic, make sure you always get some in return. Don't let people get one up on you all the time. Sometimes you have to play stupid political games because of reasons that might be contradictory to your workplace, to your company, etc. But if you're going to give something, make sure you get something in return. You can't always give, because the people that are trying to take are going to continue to take. You can't be a sheep dealing with a bunch of wolves. You got to evolve yourself into a sheepdog. You got to know when not to fight your battles. But you can't give up something without getting something back in return. For example, somebody wants this and that for their own self, but it's going to cause to put you in a bad spot. You can't just automatically eat that just to please that person. You've got to get something to make it benefit you as well. You can't just eat or take the L, because at the end of the day, it's going to come to an end and you're going to end up assed out, frankly. So when you're politicking or you're trying to negotiate and things like that, don't just give. You got to receive too. Don't give up everything. But yeah, with that being said, that'll wrap up this week. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Let me know what you want to hear me speak about. I'm going to start making the little YouTube quicks and Instagram reels. I'm trying my best to stay on top of all this stuff. I'm busy. I'm going to be vulnerable. Let me know what you want to hear me speak about. If there's a certain topic that interests you, or a certain thing you want to know about, or if you want to do some more stuff on cars, we'll get into that too. Maybe I'll do another car video in between this for those of you that are interested in the cars, my builds. Hopefully I get one of my cars back soon, but I'm going to be working on the other one this week at my buddy's shop. So maybe we'll shoot some for that. and go from there. But you all have a blessed week. Have a blessed weekend. If you need anything, don't hit me up. Ask Jesus, because I don't got nothing for you. But I pray for you all. I pray for you every day. Well, not every day, because sometimes I miss my prayer. We're going to be honest. Sorry, Lord. But God bless y'all. Take care. Be safe. Stay humble. Yeah, that's it.